Hi everyone and welcome back to Miss Crafts Lair. I am Barbie. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Beloit, Wisconsin, and today I am here to show you how to make hopefully a cleaner version of this particular card. This one is using the Heart to Heart set. I know that it is after Valentine's Day, so I wanted to come up with something that wasn't particularly Valentine's Day to show off this set and how useful this set is at other times of the year other than just Valentine's Day. So this is in the annual, or I'm sorry, not the annual catalog. It is in the mini catalog. It's no longer the occasions catalog. The mini catalog for January through June of 2020. So if you haven't gotten this particular set, you still have a few more months to get it. Also, now is a good time to get it though, because it is still celebration for just a couple more weeks here. It ends on March 31st, so we got about 3 weeks left to go. So, super cute set, and I will get to showing you how to make this. First things first, we have a piece of crumb cake. This crumb cake is my standard go-to card base. It is the 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. I also have a I'd say 5/8 strip of rich raspberry, a piece of Whisper White that is 2 3/4 by 5.5, and then I cut the tag out of, oh boy, now I gotta look up this is why you always have the pretty label. The this one that I made is actually using the tailored tag punch. I decided I was going to do one with a pretty label just to see how things turn out and see if I like it any better. So this is the punch that I speak of. Also is used, can be used in punch art. If you are unfamiliar with it, you can use it as punch art, and it makes a really good cloud, I think. So if you are unfamiliar with the punch art, it's actually really fun to do. Another thing we're going to use today is the Decorative Ribbon Border Punch. And I'll show you how to go ahead and use this so it makes it nice, fast, and easy. Actually, I'll do that real fast here. So we're going to line up. I want to get, for the most part, over. There we go. And so for this first punch, we're just going to set it up and punch it. And that's, I don't know if you can see that very well. That is one punch. Now on the punch board here itself, I would call it the punch board, is the outline of what you're punching. And so you want to line this up so that it is right in there. Like so. See how that is all covered up into where the design is? So if you are all lined up just like that and you punch down again, you are going to continue on, and it is going to be continuous, seamless, and a really good border. So, and if you come out too far, you're going to kind of miss a bit. So you want to kind of keep it going at a steady rate here. So about halfway over. Right about there. And of course, you don't have to do this entire strip because you're going to cut it down. But I just like to do that for a decent amount, so then that way I can see what I'm doing and have some kind of wiggle room. Now that I have that done, I can put this over here, get all these little punch bits here. And now we'll get to the Stampin', because that's what you guys really want to see. So these are photopolymer stamps. So we want our paper pierce mat to hang out here and give us that crisper image. Protecting that with my spare, my scrap piece of paper here. And I'm going to start off, oh, I didn't even tell you what colors we're using today. Rich Razzleberry and Mossy Meadow. So, I am going to start off with the Rich Razzleberry. And I noticed that it was kind of dark in my first take of this card. So I'm going to stamp off and see if that will make it any more pleasing, I guess, to my eye. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp off and stamp. Load up on ink, stamp off, and stamp. I kind of want to go a little bit off or close to off also. If you are familiar with my channel, you have heard my explanation as to why. I just think it looks better. And I like the fact that it's kind of looking a little bit lighter. Because the other one, believe it or not, there is some Blackberry Bliss going on there too. And I could not tell the difference between the two, to be perfectly honest with you. So I'm just doing it all in Rich Razzleberry this time. So there is that. While I have the Rich Razzleberry out, I am going to, hiding under the Mossy Meadow. I'm going to go ahead and take my sentiment. Today I am using the Wishing You Love and Laughter Forever After. So I am going to go ahead and center this onto my tag that I have punched out. You can stamp it and then punch it out. This time I just punched it out because I was just punching them all out. So I figured, keep going. That didn't come out as great as I wanted to, and it was also kind of off center. So try this again. Flip it over. Paper has two sides for a reason. That's better. And close up my Rich Razzleberry with, of course, dipping my finger into it. Because, you know, that's the cool thing to do. Clean my finger off a little bit here. Don't want to get Rich Razzleberry on everything. It's bad enough I smeared the first card. Let's not do that again. Alright. So with the Mossy Meadow, there are the two leaves. So there's the bigger leaf. Here, I'll show you on, it'll be easier to show you here. Is the bigger stem with 3 leaves, and then you have the smaller stem with 2 leaves. I have both of those going on right now because I want to figure out which one is going to fit in the spots the best, and that way it, yeah. And I think I wonder what this would look like stamped off as well. Well, I got, oh my goodness, I'm getting all inky fingers today. So, kind of like it's down, I'll go full force. So, a stamp of this one here. And got room for it there. And then I think we go with it here. Just so then it's a little bit, not everybody's going the same exact way. Like like you have heard if you've watched other videos of mine, mix it up a little. Put that there. This one there. And just kind of get them all like random stamped here. I think that is good. I want to actually give the illusion of going over a little bit more. Like there's another part to this paper. Gives it that DSP kind of look. This is where your artistic flavor comes in. There we go. I think that's good. So, go ahead and close this up and I will show you how to put this card together. I put that away quick. Alright. Oh, see? Oh, well, that's right where I'm going to be putting stuff, so I'm not that worried about it. Something about my mossy meadow, and it is just not wanting to behave today. Because, as you can tell, I smeared mossy meadow on this card as well. So mossy meadow is not wanting to behave for me today. Oh well. As long as my fingers are clean. I'll give that just a little bit of a chance to, yeah, do that. So I'm going to go ahead and put some dimensionals on here, get this ready to go, and give the ink just a little bit of a time to dry on there. So then hopefully I'm not smearing it all over the place. Hopefully. We'll see. So, I'm going to trust it. So I'm going to put some snail down here right as close to the bottom as I can get, because this is where it's going to adhere the strip to, and I don't want to go too high because I want some of these, the holes in here, the little circle holes, I want some of those to be showing. So it's going to be a very little bit that I'm putting, actually overlapping onto this card for that reason. So about there. Tack it down, bring this one up, and tack it down. There we go. And so then it's a matter of just trimming off the ends to where they need to be trimmed down to. So you're going to have a little bit extra running around, but that's okay. Next step is going to do a little bit more snail on the ends here, because we are going to bring in the Whisper White baker's twine. Trying to think things through. And I tack a little bit onto the snail and wrap it around, and I go around about 3 times. And if you want to be precise here, I tack down again. Not really so much precise, but if you want to do things the way I do it, and kind of crisscross them over, and then when all is wrapped around and good and said and done here, go ahead and trim off the remainder here. Trim it off the spool. Make sure it's all tacked down here good, because from here we're going to put it onto the front of the card. Snail it. Oh, snailed off the paper, you see? I'm doing so good tonight. I want to get a little bit more around here. I think that's going to be good. Now I'm going to leave about a 1/4 of an inch on the top, I think. And hear that down. And then the last and final step here is to peel the dimensionals off the back of your little tag. These are the mini dimensionals. I think they're cute. My light got loud again. Fighting with dimensionals. My life story. So I am going to go ahead and put that right over about where that little bit of a smudge happened. So nobody will ever know, except for us. It's our little secret. So here is the finished card. Here it is with the mistakes, the smudge, and the tailored tag. So I hope you liked this, and if you did, please like, share, and subscribe. You can find me on Facebook and all other sorts of places in the description below. And until next time.